at Sweet Swine of mine, but I'm in my kitchen at my house in OB, and my man Mark Lambert is right here, and he's in the Sweet RV of mine, headed to Galax, Virginia, right?
We are. We're somewhere just on the other side of Knoxville, about 50 miles. We just stopped and got a gas station salad. And
Gas station salad, not something
let
you
me tell
hear
you,
all the time.
no, she said I got some of my teeth. But yeah, if you ain't never had one of these, that's called what was the name of that gas station? Weigel's gas station. So it's a Weigel chef salad, and man, it's packed with all kinds of turkey and ham and cheese and tomato and red onion and
Man,
bacon and cucumbers and a little bit of a Bolt's House green goddess dressing.
yeah. Oh,
This
that's
stuff
good
is
stuff.
low, 45 calories a serving. Come on,
Yeah,
it fits my diet plan. But
yeah.
anyway, we're rolling down the interstate. There's Maynard in there driving,
He's in
and
the
Dusty's
captain's
riding
chair.
shotgun.
You got Dusty
Yep,
Wally.
rolling down the Interstate 40 headed to Galax, Virginia.
You got a
But
lot
it's
better riding company than you did last week.
I don't know. You and Buck did all right.
Yeah, Buck mainly. No,
But
we
no,
had
we
a
headed
good
down that
time,
way.
man. We're gonna recap that week, that weekend a little bit, and then talk about what you're gonna do this weekend. So, um, we got a few watchers on. The chat is open, so if you have any questions for me or Mark, go ahead and hit that. And so you're on the other side of Knoxville, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we're probably 50, 60 miles east of Knoxville,
Okay.
headed that direction. And everybody's, showing up at different hours a day in downtown Galax. They kind of shut the town down. And they're going to they're going to park us in there. We're going to get sit halfway situated this evening. And then tomorrow we'll start prepping a whole hog. And we're going to cook a whole hog. And then we're going to cook pork shoulder and ribs on the Memphis Barbecue Network side. And then we're going to get all those prepped and ready and start cooking the big meat, mainly the hog tomorrow, um, early afternoon. And then there is a State Cook-Off Association sanctioned steak cook-off on Friday night. I hadn't seen what turn-in time is. It's probably neighborhood of 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But we're going to cook a steak, and then we're going to put uh, pork butts on for the MBN pulled pork somewhere in the night. I would say, I hadn't looked at the timeline yet, but if I had to guess, it's probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of, put them on somewhere around 10 or somewhere in there. And then we'll get on up in the morning at about 4:30 in the morning on Saturday morning and put our big meats on for KCBS and get our ribs going at about 6 a.m. for MBN. And the turn-ins are just crazy on Saturday. I mean, they're just back-to-back MBN and
Piled on top of
KCBS
one another. Yeah.
all on top of, I mean, like chicken turn in and rib presentation are like right at the same time too.
Oh
So
wow.
you got to have some folks here to take care of all this, and we've got a big crew between Scott and Caroline Guy and Dusty Wally and Jeff Maynard, and um, we got my friends from New Hampshire, Rick and DJ Surrett. I think Patrick Banks is coming over. We got Donnie Paul coming over from East Tennessee. So we're gonna have a big crowd. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a lot of hands to take care of all these turn-ins and have a lot of fun. Hopefully, looks like the get this tonight. The low in Galax is 59, and
Ooh.
tomorrow night is 57.
That's big boy weather approved right there.
Man, and that's what I'm talking about. Just an Appalachian cool summertime country.
I would be all about that, man. That's sounds like a good time and some good weather y'all gonna have. And man, I wish I was there with you. we'll be praying for you for safe travels and also hope everything comes together.
They go.
Friday. All right, so we're having a steak cook-off on Friday. So you'll be hosting steak church, right?
That's right. 30 minutes prior to Cook's meeting, we're going to have steak church at our place.
All right, and then also Saturday morning you'll have Cook's church for the barbecue side. And
That's right.
I mean, there's going to be some pretty big hitters out there cooking barbecue, right? This ain't no. I mean,
There usually is. I haven't looked at the list to see who all was there, but just the people that I saw on the map around us anyway. I saw that Jacksonville South's going to be there, and Killer Hogs and Swine Life will be there, and that's about the only ones I saw on the map. There's a bunch more. I think there's going to be 50 teams, but those are some of the teams that I knew that were around us, and those are all good cooks.
Yeah. So you got Malcolm Reed and then guy, why can I not think of his name right now?
Oh, Mark Williams and Jacksonville South, Myron Mixon.
Myron Mixon. That's what I was trying. I wanted to say Malcolm Mixon for some reason, but I had Malcolm Reed. But okay, so I don't know. My brain's been kind of squirrely all day today, but so we went to Oklahoma last weekend. Had a really good time, man. Met some great people. We got in a little later than we wanted to Friday night, Saturday morning. It took an hour for us to get across the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, it was just they gotta fix that other bridge, but it took us an hour to get over 55 I-55 bridge. The backup was quite thick and on Crump there in Memphis. So it took us a while to get across West Memphis. But once we did that, we were rolling, and we didn't stop till Little Rock. We ate in Little Rock, and then finally rolled into Tulsa about 1:15, right? And then we get in the bed, set up after the RV, and we get into bed about 2:00. Then my automatic clock comes on 5:30. I'm up. Would have liked to slept a little bit more than that, right? Right. So, but we had a good time, man. I think Tulsa's a little closer to the sun than Mississippi. It's a different heat. I will tell you for a fact it is. There was a front moving in Saturday, so we got a little relief on Steak B, but Deer and Steak A and all that was it hurt a little bit. And then Deer and Awards was kind of coming back out, and it was warm again. So what's going on?
Scott has this look on his face. Like,
what's wrong?
Like, what is going on? Yeah, it's backwards now. He's talking about the camera, and the camera.
Oh.
It's backwards right now. It's showing the yellow line on the other side. Well, earlier I had my phone plugged in, and it was yellow line on the other. It was the other side.
Yeah.
So for some reason the camera's flip flopping on us back and forth.
I got you. Well, it looks right now. I mean, as far as I can see.
It looks right because what you're seeing is my camera reversed. So the instant camera reverses it, so it makes it look right.
But all right, so we cooked the 2 steaks on Saturday. The steaks were beautiful, except they were trying to melt off the table. Yeah. So we did a quick turnaround of steak selection so they wouldn't have to scrape them off the table. And man, we had Craig Carter beside us, and he was the ancillary king, man. He was doing like 4 different drinks, and I felt rushed a little bit. I was helping him. I was like scrambling like the steak panda, trying to trying to get it all together. And man, tell us how you turned out on Saturday.
If I remember right, I was 6th and
Six,
16th or something like
yeah,
that.
16. And I was I finished second and 13th that day, and so had a good cook. Um, Look, against a pretty thick crowd out there. The Roland Escobedos, the Cody Allen Bars, the Bill Bond, Lance Bond, Bill Blanton, the Will Colliers. They were all out there, and so it was a different crowd than we
There
were.
was some heavy competition.
Yeah, and so it was a different crowd than we were used to cooking with a lot. But I really enjoyed meeting all those guys, man. Justin West was a great guy, and many others. And Oklahoma just welcomed us nice, but we were right there at Siggy's sausage factory and deli, and man, we picked up some goodies from in there and had us a good little snack lunch, and man, it was good stuff.
We ate some the other day. They were good. Have you had any of that other sausage that you took home?
I did. Well, no, we cooked it all there at your shop on Monday.
Oh, you didn't take any of it home? I thought you took some too.
I took that. No, I took that cheese and the German bologna. I knew I was gonna say it wrong.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna say it wrong. But we can't order some stuff and it be sent to us frozen. So we're gonna have to order some more of those Frankfurters and have for sure, and have some of them good hot dogs.
Signal's getting rough in here.
Yeah, I can tell a little bit. Well,
There we go. Coming back.
you coming back?
Yeah.
Well, and then
So
on
it was a pretty
Sunday,
cool contest.
what now? I'm not sure that I got him. Okay, we're going to talk about Sunday a little bit. Sunday, we drove about 30 miles south and went to Okmulgee, Oklahoma. And man, we had a good time there. It was another hot day. It was to benefit the Okmulgee football team, and they started out in a little financial hole and needed some equipment, and we saw the true heart of our SEA cooks that day. A lot of our competitors that spent a lot of money and drove a long way, and donated their money back, and to really help out that football team in that community. We actually had a kid, one of the players, group up with us. His name was KP, and just a nice young man. And he spent the day with us. We taught him a little something about steak cooks and about Jesus, and we just had a good time talking with him. I ended up getting a 7th place in Steak B, and then I was 21st in Steak A. And so Mark, you ended up 13th and 22 or something like that. Do I have you, Mark? He might be frozen chicken. Oh, we lost him. We did. Josh, it was very nice to meet you, man. Yeah, Galax is going to be some tough teams out there. So we did lose Mark. I hope. I didn't know how the signal was going to be and how we would be there. So I appreciate y'all patience on that. I know it's not our best show, but we wanted to reach out to you a little bit and know that he was going to be on the road. And plus, we just wanted to test this. So thank y'all for watching. So Sunday, again, I had a 7th and a 21st, and I think Mark was 13th and a 22nd. I think that's where we were. So Sunday was good. Again, great cooks out there, same guys. Dirk Mullins, Jody Harris, uh, Bill Bond, Lance Bond, all those guys, just great people, man. Will Collier. I know I'm forgetting. I don't want to start naming names, but I just great people. Lee Coronado, another good guy that we met this weekend. It was great. Josh Schulterman, great to meet you. And man, just seeing different people in the SCA, and we call them family, and we're on Facebook, and we kind of think we know each other, but man, you get out there and get to spend some time with them. It's really a cool thing. I got to go to dinner with Ken Phillips and his wife, and just some different people there, and we just laughed and had a good time, just fellowship and and all that. So it was really, really good. Um, yeah, the SCA is really, to me, SCA means a whole lot because it has given me a platform to be able to share my love of the Lord and not be scared, or a little more open about that. And I think in the steak cook off, we get a lot more open time and fellowship than different when we did in barbecue. And people are trying to help each other, and it's just that whole theme of the SCA that I love so much. And so really happy to be a part of it. And then after this weekend, uh, it just drove it home for me that no matter where I travel, and I don't necessarily have to put my grill down in Mississippi or Arkansas or Tennessee like I have before. I can put it down in a place I've never been before. I mean, till Friday night, I had never, or early Saturday morning, I had um, never been to Oklahoma before, never in my life. And so to put my grill down and feel welcome by all these people was just wonderful. Um, the the uh, the heat I could have done without. I really could have, but we had a good time anyway. It was great. We had steak church on Saturday, and at the Trip Haggard Memorial, I got to meet Trip Haggard's family, and all those people were super nice. Come to find out, he had a Mississippi connection. Trip Haggard actually went to Ole Miss, and so his wife was talking to me about, how far I away from Oxford and all this, and I was like, I'm an hour away from Oxford. I grew up like 30 minutes from there, and so told her I was a big fan, and she said that's where Mr. Tripp went to school. So had a Mississippi connection way out in Oklahoma. So I was just felt like I was right at home, with those people, and it was great. Um, we drove back Sunday, and man, ran into a little weather, but we got home a little bit before midnight Sunday night, and unloaded. Man, Buck went with us. We had a great time, and so it was just a fun time in the RV. Good time fellowship. Me and Mark both like the same music, and so we listened to a lot of the same music, and so we just turned on some tunes and had a good time. Put about a little over 900 miles on the RV, so it was a good time. They're putting more on it today as they go to Galax, Virginia. So we're going to pray for them as for safe travels, and also, just may they just be a light in a light for God this weekend. And again, he's going to host Stake Church on Friday night, Cook's Church on Saturday, and then just get them home safe. So again, this feels weird. I'm in my own kitchen, and I'm doing a broadcast here and a live. And so, how did Buck do in the heat in Oklahoma? I'm gonna tell you, Greg. He stayed in the camper a good bit. On Saturday, we were in a parking lot. It was kind of like in major part of town, and so there's a lot of roads and stuff. So he stayed in the camper a good bit with the AC on, so he was in good shape. Um, I mean, just let him out and stuff like that. So uh, it's he was having a good time. Now Sunday morning we were on an old practice field of a football, a football stadium, and it was kind of open, and there was a lot of wooded area behind us. So we let Buck run around a little bit till everybody got there, because we showed up like right at 8 o'clock and started setting up, and then we had steak church at 9:30. But we started setting up and let Buck run around, and so he really enjoyed that, running around the grass, and so it was good. It was a good day, and we still let him get in the. He was in the camper for a good bit that day too, because he didn't want to run. He didn't want to stay around us, so Mark had to put him up. But man, it was a good day for popsicles. We said, "Is it popsicle time?" We started because it was so hot outside. Mark had the freezer full of popsicles, and so that was really the only way, like, to cool your body down, was to eat popsicles. My favorite kind, if y'all ever get, is like the bomb pop. You remember the bomb pops? Well, they have them in sugar free now. So if you see those and you need to eat sugar free, it'd probably be a little healthier. The bomb pop is really nice. You don't lose any of the flavor at all. So um, I like the bomb pop. I was gonna do salmon tonight, but this week has been kind of rushed. It seems like Monday was just Monday just kind of flew by. I was like, it really wasn't awake yet. It didn't seem like, and Mark was the same way. It was like, I don't know if it was, uh, I don't if it was just kind of like a heat hangover. I don't know if that's the only way I can describe it. I was just kind of like, ew, you know. It took a little while to get, just back together. I think Tuesday maybe Wednesday after, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning, I kind of felt like myself again. Yeah, Dirk, it was really hot, brother, and it was so good to see y'all, and so good to finally meet y'all, and you and Miss Jody, and congratulations on y'all's walks. I'm so happy for y'all. Um, and then, but man, it was just so. I didn't have all my stuff together this week. I said I was going to do a hat poll. I didn't do that. I said I was going to cook. I said I was going to cook salmon. I didn't put that together. So I've been really slacking. It wasn't like I meant to. I just I just didn't get it. Just Thursday snuck up on me this week, and it was just really mainly because of my heat hangover from the weekend. And then knowing Mark wasn't going to be, Mark take care of a lot of the culinary side for me, for this show, and he wasn't here, so I knew it was going to be a little bit of pressure there. I will tell you about my hat though. My hat of the week is this. Let me get it right on the camera. There we go. The hat of the week. Thank you, Dirk. Man, thank you for that encouragement. I really appreciate it. He said really enjoyed Steak Church. I really thank you for that. Um, but my hat of the week here is from Rectech Grills. So you'll see it's kind of like their patriotic. I still can't get the camera turned right. Their patriotic line they just came out with. So this is my Rectech 700 right there. See a silhouette of that. My Rectech 700 patriotic hat. So I have a Rectech on my back porch. I have two Rectechs on my back porch. I have the Rectech 700 and I have the Rectech Bullseye 380. I love both of those grills. Then I have a Blackstone, and then I have a Red Box Smoker, of course, from Mark Lambert. Got my M Grill M16, which is not back there. It's still in the back of my truck from taking it off the RV. and I just love that grill. That grill is awesome, and thanks for Travis McGee. Thanks to Travis McGee and the M Grill crew for building a great grill. And man, I'll stand for that grill anytime somebody asks me to. If somebody says, "What do I need to buy?" I'm gonna say M Grill all the time. It's not because they pay me to. They didn't buy me a grill or anything. It's just the best grill out there to me. The tool that I choose to use. So swing your sword, whatever it is. I mean, I know Hasty Bake, PK, and all them make good grills, and I've cooked on some of those. But I'm telling you, I love the M Grill M16. I've had a C4 and different things, but I think I found my sweet spot with this M16. And not that I didn't love my original PK. I had one of those for a while. That's what I started out on. And so I love grills. A matter of fact, I can't wait to show you all this. My friend Justin West, he is Short Rib Drum Smokers. Go check him out on Facebook, Short Rib Drum Smokers. And Justin West builds a great drum smoker. That's becoming one of my favorite types of smokers. I really love hanging meat. That flavor from hanging that meat is just wonderful. Just get that flame kiss, and something about fat dripping on fire makes magic happen. So really can't wait. But Justin West is building a pretty special drum smoker for us, old school style. So we're gonna see this. He's supposed to bring it to my contest August 8th in Byhalia. He's coming to cook, and so if you're on the way, you just pile. If you're on the way from, he's out in Texas, so if you're anywhere around there, man, just come on with Justin and come on over here and cook, man. If Justin can drive from Texas, y'all come to Mississippi. I told those Oklahoma people, I said, hey, y'all are welcome here anytime. They treated me like family, and I want to do the same thing. Mississippi is known as a hospitality state, and by God, I want to show more people that we are some loving people around here. Really some good folks. So I'm really happy about this contest coming up in 2 weeks. We need to get signed up, and we're super excited about it. Benefit steaks for sheepdogs, and we're just going to have a really good time. And then the day before, we got Grilling for a Future, benefiting the World Junior Barbecue League. And that is in Horn Lake. So y'all get signed up, and those two contests are within 30 minutes apart. And so you can have a quad here, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, just like we did in Oklahoma this past weekend. We drove all the way to Oklahoma. We was going to cook all the steaks they had. And so we had a good time. Darren Proctor, I totally agree 100%. Said I do agree with the M16. Makes the best color for steaks. I told Travis, I said, this grill has changed my steak life. I was running just about the same recipe, cooking on a different grill, and was not getting the results that I'm getting off the M16. So a lot of that I'm gonna put on the grill, because it's definitely not me. But we've had some success this year, and I'm so happy about it. And it's really because I'm enjoying this steak and this Steak Cook-Off Association. So happy to be out there with my friends and new family. Man, I can't wait for Fort Worth. That is just like something I'm so excited about. To get to go out there with everybody. There's a lot of good cooks in the Memphis area that are friends of mine, and when everybody else is getting to go to Fort Worth and you're not, You know, it kind of like, man, that's my goal. I'm gonna make it there next year. I promise you. So Mark didn't get to go this past year. He had COVID, but he'll get his golden ticket soon, and he'll be there. You know, my friends like Eric Hodson and Alan Smith, they've already gotten their golden ticket. They were going last year, and you know, I just saw that. And John Lindsay and Ronald Burns and a lot of the Arkansas crew too were all going to Fort Worth, and I wanted to go, but they can't keep me away this year because I've already got my golden ticket. Um, Man, I appreciate y'all hanging on with me tonight. I know it's not the most entertaining show that we've ever done, but we wanted to catch up with Mark real quick. And then also we wanted to test out that technology of having a guest, you know, too, on the phone. So I appreciate y'all holding on with me tonight. No, I'm not as loud and all that as usual. Try not to be, but uh, but you know, it's easy to bounce off Mark. Doing a show with Mark is really easy when you got um, a guy that cooks as well as he does, and he's just a good friend, and we're just talking like regular, and y'all just happen to be watching. You know, the camera just happens to be on. Really enjoy that time with him and doing this show, and I appreciate y'all watching. We really didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, you know, and it's gotten to be a pretty big deal, and I appreciate that so much from y'all. Um, so we're just enjoying ourselves, and we'll be back in the studio at Sweet Salina Mine Distributing next week, and I'm not sure what we're going to cook yet, but I'll let y'all know. But Darren, thank you so much. Congrats on your golden ticket. Thank you so much, man. I can't wait. Just to meet more people. That's it. You know, it's going to be a lot of great cooks there, and you know, somebody's got to win it. I'm not saying it's going to be me, but somebody's got to, and I can't win it if I'm not there. So, just like everybody else. So I'm super excited. Then um, we'll be back next week, next Thursday, 7 o'clock at Sweet Swine Mine Distributing, and I'm gonna have a hat pull, and we're gonna cook something, and so it's gonna be totally different from this week. So we're gonna have a good time, and as always, and y'all come join us. Y'all share and keep spreading the word, and also on our Facebook page this morning, I shared an interview that Mark did with Smoking Hot Confessions, Barbecue Confessions podcast out of Australia. Y'all make sure to watch that. That was a very cool podcast, video podcast, much like what we do, but this is in Australia, and so those Australian guys really like you know, American barbecue, and so they're really nice people. This guy named Ben from Smoking Hot Confessions Barbecue podcast sat down with Mark Lambert, and y'all go check that out. It's really a good time. And like I said, it's easy to do a show with Mark Lambert. He's just a good guy, and also he's a 6-time world barbecue champion. So the guy knows a little bit about barbecue. Um, so he's a very humble guy, and he won't ever brag on himself, but he's a very good cook, and you know, a recognizable guy. Like I told our football player, our football player that was with us, KP, on Sunday. I said, you can Google this guy. You Google me, you're not gonna find anything. You Google Mark Lambert barbecue, and his face is gonna show up. And that's just how Mark Lambert is just the barbecue guy, you know. Um, so happy to have him as a co-host, and more than happy to have him as a friend. He's just a good friend. So good guy to know. We're gonna wrap it up. It's 7:35, and I appreciate y'all being with us. We're gonna pray real quick for. I don't like to say pray real quick, but it usually comes out of my mouth. But I want to pray with y'all real. I'll fix to say it again real quick, and just pray for safety as Mark and them travel, and then also anybody else traveling to what do we got? Wilson, Arkansas, somewhere in Kansas, Alexander, Pennsylvania. Yeah, he is so much more than a barbecue guy for sure, Greg. He is. That's just a tad bit. Greg just said he's so much more than a barbecue guy. He is. He's a good friend. He doesn't mind talking to you about anything. So uh, that's a good thing. So Alexander, Pennsylvania, we got SEA. The guys down at Galax, Virginia, for sure. So let's pray. Lord, our gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time together. We thank you for these people watching, and Lord, just bless their lives and bless their family and the families they represent. Lord, just thank you again for this platform, just to be a light for you and all we do and say. Um, Lord, just be with those traveling this week to competitions and be with Mark and Scott and Dusty and Maynard and all of them traveling and just keep your hands on them and get them home safe. Uh, Lord, just thank you for all these things. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the platform of barbecue and cooking, that we may be a light for someone else, and they may see you and not me. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I hope we're still there, because it looks like we're stuck. Well, guys, see you in 2 weeks, Greg, and I will see y'all then. It looks like we hung up, and I will talk to you later. God bless.